Welcome back to the Believe in Badgers podcast on the Believe Podcast Network, presented by betonline.ag. Once again, I'm Matt Perkins, joined today by Wisconsin Badgers' latest signee, 2024 tight end Rob Booker. Rob, thanks so much for taking some time to hang out today.
Yeah, thank you for having me on the show.
Of course. You guys, you've probably seen Rob's interview with Clint Cosgrove. If you haven't, make sure you check that out. You guys know that Clinton is probably the best friend of this program, the most recurring guest that we have. So, when you're over there, make sure to check out betonline.ag, where they continue to be your number one source for all of your online sports wagering needs. Head on over to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today. Use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts. Okay, we are going to start here with Rob. I want to go back, way back to little Rob, like 3, 4, 5-year-old Rob. What do you like as like a little kid? How do you get into football? Like, what is sort of like, what made you tick?
Yeah, as a young kid, as most of us, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Obviously, I guess people don't really know a whole lot, but I was always bigger on basketball. That's kind of what I wanted to do growing up. I never really thought I'd be playing or be given the chance to play football at the next level. So I played basketball basically from second grade up until this year. I stopped playing, played football in fourth grade, and then I stopped playing in fifth. And then I picked it up again from 6th through 8th grade, and I didn't play my freshman year, and then played last year and this year. And yeah.
So what drove you to get back into football?
I'd say the coaches, they just kind of like you could be really good. And at first, I was kind of like, I don't know. But they really showed me like what the game is all about. And I fell in love with it. And I'm super thankful for them all, for introducing it to me.
What part of the game did you fall in love with? Like, what made you fall in love with the game? Because, you said you've been a basketball guy since day one. Like, what made you sort of then fall in love or, change your heart to football, if you will?
I'd just say the culture of the game, there's a lot more guys, on football roster than basketball roster. So coming together, working together, picking up your brothers, like, it's a whole different game, and it's super fun. Obviously the game itself is fun, catching balls, all that good stuff. But like just coming together with your teammates and like really enjoying what you guys are doing together is it's really cool.
Yeah, definitely. So speaking of your game, you're in a lot of ways like still relatively new to the game of football. If you haven't really, didn't really re-pick it back up until your sophomore year of high school, what do you feel like the strongest aspect of your game, like as it stands today, is? What's your elite trait?
I'd say like being able to adapt, if that, makes any sense. This is my first year playing tight end. And I felt like I picked it up pretty quick. But it was a struggle at first. Like I just had to learn a lot. But I felt like I had learned a lot quicker than most people would have, which helped me a lot. And in terms of like the actual like game, I think I'm pretty good. I got pretty good hands, route running. I think I can stretch the field pretty well. By no means am I a flawless tight end or anything, but if I had to pick a few, I'd say those are probably my best traits.
So what do you think is going to be the biggest thing for you to work on between now and whenever you step foot on a campus, whether that's as an early enrollee next January or the following summer?
Yeah, I do plan on early enrolling. So I'd say putting on weight and getting stronger, in the blocking aspect. I'm about 220 right now. So, I think they want me to come in around 240, 235, 240. So getting stronger, really, getting my mechanics right with blocking, getting stronger, getting faster, just becoming a better athlete.
Awesome. Are you doing any other sports? You said you quit basketball. Are you doing like track or anything in the spring?
I might do track in the spring, actually, but I'm not doing basketball right now. And I might do a few, fun basketball turns with my friends, but that's TBD right now. So.
Yeah, always time for a little 3-on-3 tournament on the weekend.
Yeah.
Why not? Definitely.
Yeah.
No, this is just me advocating. I tell everyone who's going to be either a big skill or a big to go do track and throw to work on balance and footwork, but that's just me because I ran track. So, but let's move off. Let's move off the field a little bit. What is Rob doing on a Friday night if there's no football responsibilities?
Well, usually just chilling, to be honest. I might be hanging with friends. I'm a guy who likes to get everything that I need to get done early. So I lift before school at 5:30 Monday through Friday with my strength and speed coach, and then I go to school. Then I'll come home, maybe actually go to the after school workout we have with our team again, or lift during my study hall. And then I'll come home, eat, and really just chill. I mean, with the family, friends. So that's what I like doing the most, is just spending quality time with, my peers.
So just like, eating, relaxing, watching TV kind of thing.
Mm.
What do you eat? So if you're going to have to gain all this weight, what are you going to be eating?
I eat Chipotle a lot. I'm actually known a lot, by my friends and family for spending way too much money there. I used to have a job there. Actually, I started working there because I spent too much money. But I mean, yeah, I'm there a lot. So
that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So you went to junior days recently. What was your junior day experience like? What was it like to get to meet some of the other guys who are being recruited, or that have already committed? What was that whole, weekend like for you?
Yeah, the day was super crazy. Right when we got there to right when we left, like everything was just super energetic. And I talked to a lot of the guys that were there. Obviously Mabry. I got a chance to talk to Ben Roebuck, the O-line, and a few other guys. We were all just having fun. But it was a really good day.
What was the vibe like?
It was different than when I had been there before. I mean, the new staff, and I'm not knocking on the old staff at all. I mean, they were all great, but it's just different, with all these new guys, and it's good. It's different in a good way. More energetic, more genuine. I'd say, like they really do care about the players and the recruits. So that stood out a lot to me.
That's awesome. Yeah. So who was your main point of contact?
I talked to Max Steinecker probably at least once a week, and Coach Guy Doughley. Those two guys.
Yeah, because he'll be your position coach.
Yep.
Yeah. So what have your conversations with him been like?
They've been good. He kind of at the junior day, he kind of gave me like his vision for me, like what I would be doing in the new offense and whatnot. And he's a super cool guy. Like he's really easy to talk to, down to earth. He's my dad's age too, so him and my dad got along pretty well, which was nice. So yeah, I like him a lot.
That's awesome. Yeah. So how do they plan, Coach Longo and the rest of the offense seeing you use? I mean, I know that, in the article by John McNamara, he said, they see you moving around a lot. Is that something that you have experience with, and sort of, what excites you about that?
Yeah, it's exciting. They did say that, like, moving around a lot. If you look at, UNC's offense when he was there, if you just watch the tight ends, that's really what will be going on here. They line up really everywhere. And I actually haven't done a whole lot of that here in Waunakee. I'm usually on the line every time, or I might be off the line, but I'm always, right next to the offensive line. I think we did run a formation though, where I was split out wide. We didn't really do it. But I think I had that ability, to line up against corners for sure. But yeah, I like what the offense is looking like. It's intriguing.
Well, are you excited to catch some balls from Mabry?
Yeah, I am, from baby Trevor Lawrence, baby.
Baby Trevor Lawrence, exactly. Yeah. So what was it like to meet your future quarterback?
Super cool.
What was he like?
Really good guy.
What's Mabry like?
Guy. I mean, he's funny. He reached out to me a few weeks before the junior day. So I kind of got his vibe a little before. He's a really energetic dude. He's jacked up to be here. He's excited. His mom is super cool. And yeah, I mean, he's a really good dude. I talk to Mabry every day.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. And what about Grant, your fellow tight end who committed like 48 hours ahead of you? I mean, you guys have locked that up now. What have you and Grandpa talking about?
Yeah, I reached out to him, committed actually once I had heard that he was planning on it, and I told him that I was planning on committing, and we were all both on the same page with everything. And then we actually have a group chat, us three, on a Snapchat. So we talk. I've been talking to Grant basically every day too since he committed. So we're all building the relationships.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So let's move off the field a little bit. Do you know what you want to major in yet? Have you sort of talked with your family about what you want to study?
It's kind of up in the air right now, but I'm guessing I'll do something in business or real estate probably. But I mean, real estate can be risky, I hear sometimes, so I don't really know, but we'll see.
Well, that's what all the advisors are for, to tell you what is risky and what isn't risky. So
Yeah.
off the field, what do you want? Like, what excites you about being a UW student? I mean, you've grown up around Madison. You're in Waunakee. You're just, you're 15 minutes from campus. I mean, what excites you about going to UW as a student, not just as a student athlete, but as a student specifically?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, like you said, only 15 minutes away from campus. I go downtown all the time, really. So I know what the students are like there, and especially like their pride for being like a student at UW. So I'd say that, just being like prideful and excited for myself, that I'm even there. And I mean, the culture there, the culture of the students, like not even the student athletes, like it's really good. So I'm pretty pumped for that.
What do you want to be known for? Like, what do you want? Like, I don't want to say like a legacy, but like what do you want to be known for? Like when someone says, "Oh, Rob Booker on campus," like what do you want? Like, what do you want the image of you to be popping into their head?
I'd say definitely first just being like a good guy. Not like you know, like a mean guy, like mean jock that plays football, but nice guy who's on the football team and is a hard worker and cares, about what he does. I'd say that for sure.
And what else do you want, like, fans and people who follow the sport to know about you?
I mean, there's not a whole lot. I mean, I guess the game of football is pretty new to me. I'm a pretty chill guy. I'm a nice guy. I mean, that's really it. I don't really have a whole lot of hidden talents. I play a little piano.
But you play piano. When did you start?
I taught myself.
That's awesome.
I just play cool songs, nothing like, Beethoven or any of the fancy stuff, but I'll play, like Still by Dre and like some other rap songs on there that I like and whatnot.
Nice. Is that what you usually listen to too?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what
and
you're into?
R&B.
Okay.
And R&B. I'm an R&B guy too.
Like contemporary, like 90s, like 70s, like what kind of R&B are we talking? Because now you're in my wheelhouse.
I've got a few 90s songs in there. I've got a few Tupac and Ice Cube on there. So Snoop too, but just a few songs.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Well, listen, Rob, we really appreciate you taking some time to hang out with us here today and get to know you a little bit. Really excited for your time at UW. And, we look forward to following up your senior year. What are your goals for your senior year? Because now, you're committed already. Like you've got that off the table ahead of time. Like what do you want to do here coming up as a senior at Waunakee?
Definitely working in the off season, with my teammates. Our goal is to win a state championship next year, so that's important for us. So really just grinding the off season with my guys, and then come senior season, go undefeated, get the gold ball, and then season year with a bang. So right. That's really the goal right now.
Excellent. And then enrolling early.
Yep, I do plan on enrolling early.
That'll be excellent. That'll be excellent. Well, listen, make sure that you are checking out Rob on Instagram. What's your Instagram handle again?
It's Robert Booker with 2 R's at the end of Booker.
All right, we're at Robert Booker, and we'll be back here later this week on Believe in Badger Football with more guests. And until next time, on Wisconsin.
On Wisconsin, baby.